Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of The Big Heat, a Hong Kong action flick from 1988. I've always had fond memories of this movie, and now that it's available streaming, I was excited to revisit it. The following plot synopsis was taken from the website Love HK Film, which is a good resource for older Hong Kong movie reviews. A cop, played by Weiss Lee, decides to solve one last case to avenge his dead friend. He is Inspector Wong, an overly intense cop who suffers from nerve damage in his hand. His retirement is due, but when he discovers that an old associate has died in Malaysia, he stays on board to bring this last perp to justice. One of Inspector Wong's partners is a rookie cop who falls in love with an impossibly pretty nurse, played by Joey Wong. The bad guy is a ridiculously evil crime kingpin played by Paul Chu. So early on, Weiss Lee's character almost screws up a few times due to his injured hand. This is the hand he uses to shoot his gun, and his nerves and muscles will seize up and jam at times. And that creates a situation where he cannot pull the trigger on the gun to protect himself. But fortunately, he has great aim when the trigger finger works. The rookie cop seems kind of like a dumbass early on, almost accidentally killing a lady officer while he's parking his car. So yeah, this impression will not change anytime soon because he's somewhat incompetent, but he does become more useful during the later half. Philip Kwok has a significant role in this, always nice to see him. He is more capable at his job and does some good work here. Joey Wong's character, mostly kind of pointless. She just so happens to run into other characters at times, which creates some contrived scenarios that rely on coincidence. I would say the story and script writing in The Big Heat are pretty basic. That could be an understatement. You could describe them as fairly weak. The characters are pretty flimsy here, not that much development. We basically jump from violent confrontation to violent confrontation with just some setups in between them. Just stringing these acts of violence together. That is kind of a flaw, of course, but sometimes we just want to be entertained, and this movie is entertaining, in my opinion. The shootouts are plentiful and good, but the highlight of this movie is the bloody violence. Oh yes, this does not waste time. I mean, the opening moments include a shot of a drill going through a dude's hand. There's another legit death scene just a few minutes after that. There's decapitations in this movie, exploding hands, multiple dismemberments, etc. Almost every character who bites the dust in this one gets some kind of bloody death scene, which is obviously a great form of entertainment if you're in the right mood. One of my favorite set pieces is inside of an elevator shaft. It's pretty cool. So this is pretty fun stuff if you like gritty actioners. The bad guys are evil, really evil dudes, but it's not as disturbing as you might think because the bloodshed is more action-based rather than horror or thriller-based. So I think even though there's a lot of violence in this, your average action fan could easily sit through it, I think. So if that sounds enticing to you, that is the reason to watch this movie. It's pretty simple. And obviously, the performances are good as well. Pacing is pretty fast. This is only about 1.5 hours long. Not a whole lot of filler material to sit through, so it keeps moving. Now, most ironically, or maybe not, the directing duties on this film were a complete mess. Apparently, Andrew Kam began directing, but he was unable to satisfy producer Tsui Hark. So Johnnie To apparently came in temporarily to get things straight, get things right, but he did not complete the film. I would assume due to scheduling issues or something. And the completion of the film was left to the task of Tsui Hark himself, with some assistance from Siu-tung. So a lot of cooks in the kitchen in this one, which is probably why the story and characters are a little bit weak. But if you like action-based violence, enjoy. The Big Heat does hold up to my memories. I enjoy this one, and I will watch it occasionally in my rotation. It's currently streaming on the website Sling. It's free with a few ads. And as always, folks, I'll see you next time.